Everyone is trying to fix their finances with the math formula. But if math was the problem, you wouldn't be in credit card debt. Money isn't just numbers, it's behavior, it's belief, it's discipline. And if you don't master those, no formula in the world will save you. The system you have been told to trust, like the credit card, good debt, borrowing for growth, it was designed to keep you broke. The banks profit when you play their game. But stay with me because in a few minutes, I'll break down the only two numbers that I track monthly that actually predict your first million, why your credit score is secretly keeping you poor, and the one habit that makes wealth automatic even if you're starting late. One of the biggest lies is that you need a good credit score. Sounds smart, right? But think about it, a credit score doesn't mean you're winning with money. It just means you keep borrowing. The banks loves it. You borrow, you pay, you borrow again. They profit every single round. And schools play along, well, teaching financial literacy. That's really just how to stay a good customer. If you strip away the noise, real money skills are simple. Live on less than you make, save and invest consistently, give generously, and never let debt control your future. Boring, yes, but boring is what builds wealth. I've seen people with regular jobs, modest incomes, and no inheritance build seven-figure net worths. A teacher married to an engineer earning $112,000 a year put away about $1,200 a month into retirement accounts. By 44, they crossed the million mark. An accountant in the Midwest paid off his house in 11 years, maxed his Roth IRA every year, and now sits on a net worth of $1.6 million. A police officer and a nurse, both on government salaries, stayed steady for 17 years and reached $2.2 million. Notice what they didn't do. They didn't gamble on crypto. They didn't flip houses for quick wins. They didn't rely on rich uncles or lottery tickets. They used what I call the boring millionaire loop. Kill every payment, automate investing every single month, pay off the house early, and repeat. That's it. It's not sexy. Nobody's flexing a paid off mortgage on Instagram. But while everyone else is chasing fast money, they were quietly building freedom. And here's the tension, that process takes about 12 to 17 years, which sounds slow, but you realize that chasing quick wins for 17 years still leaves most people broke. In other words, the tortoise always wins. And in a moment, I'm going to show you why slow is actually the fastest way to wealth. Social media sells you speed, quick flips, viral side hustle, $10,000 in 30 days. But get rich quick is how most people stay broke forever. It destroys the discipline muscle. You need muscle to build anything great. Without it, you always chase the next shiny thing. If you can't stick to a plan for even a year, how are you going to stay consistent for 12? And if you don't stay consistent for 12, you will never touch that seven-figure net worth. That's why the boring loop wins. It's not just about the money, it's about character. Because here's the part that no one tells you, money doesn't fix you, it magnifies you. If you're already greedy, you become greedier. If you're generous, you become more generous. And if you're disciplined, you will build more. If you're reckless, you will lose faster. And winning doesn't heal you. If you think becoming wealthy will erase your problem, it won't. That's why the strivers who build lasting wealth eventually flip from acquisition to responsibility. They start seeing money as a way to serve their spouse with security, to serve their kids by funding their education, to serve their community by creating opportunities or supporting causes that they believe in. And if you're worried about wealth ruining your kids, the solution isn't to avoid money, it's to train character with money. Start early. Show them that money comes from work. Pay them for chores, not as a handout, but as a wage for effort. Teach them to save a little, give a little, and spend wisely. And most importantly, let them mess up small. Let them blow $20 on junk and feel the sting. Because if they don't learn the lesson at 14, they'll repeat it at 34 with $20,000 credit card debt. Wealth doesn't ruin kids, lack of discipline does. And you get to train that muscle while the stakes are small. Now, let's talk about fairness. Equal is not fair. If you deliver newspapers to every doorstep and another kid throws them all in the trash, should you get paid the same? Of course not. You get many people think wealth should be spread equally, no matter the effort. That's not fairness. That's theft. Wealth flows to service. When you solve a problem or when you solve problems with integrity, people reward you. You know what those rewards look like. They look like certificates of appreciation with presidents' faces on them. And the more value you create, the more appreciation you earn. That's not evil. That's the marketplace rewarding service. So here's your challenge. Don't just feel inspired. Do something. Tonight, set up an automatic transfer, even $50 into your retirement account. Do it before midnight. That's your first step into Boring Millionaire Loop. Then comment done below so I know you're serious. Because wealth isn't about math, it's about belief, discipline, and process. And the only thing standing between you and millionaire status is whether you're willing to believe it's possible and stick with it long enough to see it through.